Good morning, guys. It feels like Tuesday for me because I just got back yesterday, but it is I can't even say cold anymore because I just got back from Canada. But listen, it's a chilly start to the day. I got my little vest on here. Don't judge. Good morning. I'm Stephen Monteiro, Trooper Steve, your WKMG News 6 traffic safety expert, among anything else that you need me to do. We are here in Ocala. So we talk about our law enforcement entities a lot. And recently we've gotten to feature some amazing medical personnel. We were with Orange County just the other day. Today I am in Marion County. I am in just outside of Ocala in Marion County at the Marion County Fire Rescue Command. And we're going to be having one of their new deputy chiefs joining us in the car. Deputy Chief Mr. Juan Atan. This is a great guy, and it's kind of funny because we've been trying to link up forever just to hang out, and it takes this to happen. So we are going to pick up Mr. Juan Atan right now here at the I got to get my camera straight. There we go. At the Fire Rescue Center. So let's go get him. I'm not sure where he comes out of, but we'll see. There's Deputy Chief parking. There's fancy parking spots. So how about I figure out where I can pick him up at? That'd be a good idea. Where do I pull up? I'm at your reserved spots. Gotta love it, right? But we're here, and they've got some really fancy cars, like some SUVs. You guys know I'm a sucker for a good emergency response vehicle. Look at what we got here. Results 1 here. So, I found you. Come on in, jump on in. So we're going to have Mr. Juan Atan join us. Welcome, sir.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good. So get it out real quick. We are currently streaming. We are live. Kind of did a little intro of who you are. Oh, and I kind of joked because I've been saying to the viewers that you and I have been trying to link up just to hang out, just to grab dinner or have lunch or just chill by the pool, and it takes an interview after your new job to make it happen kind of thing. So welcome.
Thank you.
To the truck. Results 1, give you the quick rundown. Here's our display screen. Whatever's in here is hot, is the camera that we're using. Okay. We've got cameras all over the place. We're streaming at clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, and the News 6 app. We've pushed it out to all your Marion County folks so they can check it out. Sir, good to see you, man. It's been a while.
Yes.
Been a long time. You've done a lot.
Yes.
Since leaving even just Orange County a little bit there. So how do I start this? Because I know you. They don't know you. So, all right. You are the new deputy chief, one of the new new deputy chiefs here at Marion County Fire Rescue. Tell me a little bit about your role here and what you cover.
My role here now is the deputy chief of EMS for Marion County.
So when you say EMS and people hear deputy chief, what does that mean? So like each deputy chief has a division?
Yeah, we got 3 deputy chiefs. We have a deputy chief of operations, a deputy chief of administration, and deputy chief of EMS.
Gotcha. So what do you supervise under your division?
For my division, I supervise, I help the operations with the EMS functions, the Q&A, quality insurance, doing the reporting for EMS reports, make sure that everything is being followed, the protocols are being followed.
So just to kind of break it down in like simple terms for some people, does every ambulance paramedic, they answer to you?
They go through operations.
They go through operations.
They go through operations, and we follow up with them.
So you're like trying to use like maybe a military term, like quality control.
Yes. You could use that.
Okay, so over everything that's happening, you're constantly, all right, our accreditation's good here. Yeah. Are we following proper medical stuff here?
Absolutely, yeah. I work close with the medical director and the protocols that we put out for Marion County EMS, paramedics, EMTs that fall under our protocols.
So that opens up to a pretty diverse background to qualify for a position like that. I'm trying to segue to all the stuff you do because it's so ridiculous, man. Because when I first met you, I was confused. And then I met you again and I thought you had a twin. And that's when I started putting, okay, you're a fire chief with Orange County, and I'm teasing this, he's also an auxiliary Florida Highway Patrol trooper.
Right.
And so and then plus you respond all over the country.
Yes.
For disaster relief and stuff like that. You and your wife have a huge medical background. So what qualifies you to be in this position? Talk to me a little bit about your background. What's unique about
it? My background, as you mentioned, it's diverse. That's the easiest way of putting it. It's diverse. Big thing is that I enjoy what I'm doing. Me and my wife, we're known as Team Double J.
Team Double J. I like that. That's fun.
You're known as Team because where you see one, you might see the other one very close by.
Okay.
Per se. Through the years, I started, career in EMS as a paramedic, and got into the fire service.
Where'd you first start your career at?
Oh, down in Miami.
In Miami,
South
Florida. Okay.
The 305.
That's why you're down there all the time. So, all right. So, you started down there, and then?
Worked my way up. Got hired with Orange County for 30 awesome years with them.
Wow.
Moved up the rank with them from lieutenant, captain, and battalion chief, which I retired a year or so ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Everyone was
thank you for that shout out that you did.
Yeah, absolutely. It was crazy because it's like you also have a parallel volunteer law enforcement career.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people don't understand that side of it. Like, how can you be a volunteer law enforcement officer? Right. And you're part of one of the biggest volunteer law enforcement agencies, Florida Highway Patrol, as an auxiliary member. So how'd you get involved in that? Because then you're on our TAC team. You are a medical professional. You serve a great resource to a SWAT team.
Yes.
And you have the tactical training, like mind blown. So how'd you get into the law enforcement side?
Okay. The law enforcement side is kind of funny how that all came about.
Okay. This is new for me because I don't know it.
One of my goals when got into this field was to be a flight medic. Part of a flight medic. At that time, Orange County had the CHASE program, the flight medic program. The only way to get onto the program was to become a reserve deputy under Orange County itself, and that's how I got involved in the law enforcement aspect to get on the helicopter.
Okay.
From there, how I got involved in the tactical side was when Orange County went from the CHASE program to the Fire Star program. At that time, Sheriff Kevin Berry was starting the TAC medic program with the SWAT team.
Okay.
So
that got your ear like, I want some of that.
There you go. That type of personality goes,
right.
Hey, that sounds like fun.
Right. It's another level, another notch.
So I jumped on that and was there for a few times. I mean, my years in law enforcement now, I think, is almost 27 years.
So how'd you get into FHP side?
FHP side.
Because, as a cop myself, and I mean no disrespect to anybody out there, if I was a reserve deputy sheriff working with the Orange County Sheriff's Office, having fun, doing what I wanted, pick and choosing, because that's what you get to do.
True.
Why go to the Highway Patrol?
Well, I at that time was in that crossroad when you get in, I left the Sheriff's Office in good term, of course, and basically said, okay, I'm going to give up my law enforcement. And through a friend, she put me in contact with somebody that Lieutenant DePace, retired.
Yep. Good man.
And I spoke to him, and he was starting he wanted to bring a medic onto the SRT team, the
Okay.
Special Response Team, or the SWAT team.
If you don't know Lieutenant DePace, talk about an innovator, and it's ask for forgiveness, not for permission kind of
Yes.
thing. Like, idea, let's make it happen.
Yes.
Okay.
And so he knew I was out there, so we started talking. I visited the your office, Troop D, there, and went to one of the meetings and saw what was happening, and that's what got me involved with FHP Auxiliary,
Okay.
almost for 10 years now.
So that's a different, because as FHP, we have full-time members, we have reserve members, and we have auxiliary. But, so correct me here, because I'm learning something. In order for you to have been a reserve deputy,
Mhm.
you're a full-fledged certified law enforcement officer?
Level 1. I'm a level 1.
Level 1.
Level 1. I didn't,
Got it.
The
Okay.
only thing I didn't do...
You got on during Kevin Barry time.
yes.
Things were different.
Yes.
Okay, the laws were a little different at the time.
Things were a little bit different.
Okay, now I'm making sense of this.
Right, it was a little bit different. In order to be the full-fledged, I just needed to do some of the high-end
Yep.
highlight stuff, which I have done most of them already. But there was like the law component
Okay.
kind of things, and at that time I wasn't really looking for
Well,
hindsight.
Yeah, but your medical, look what it's turned out to now,
Yes.
kind of thing, on the fire
So-
side. So you enjoyed the law enforcement
The law
niche, and you're able to mix it.
Yeah, be able to mix it, and truth be told, we're the same family. We're twins.
Right.
I mean, one carries guns and the other one carries hoses and water.
Right. No, yeah, makes sense. Because even, like, as a trooper, you get it. I've always felt a little closer to the fire department
Mhm.
than other law enforcement agencies. Because when you're responding to these crashes, you're seeing the brothers and sisters in red all the
Yeah.
time.
Right.
And you see that they're like, hey, what's up, troop? And stuff like that. So you have that relationship. So you guys, I know you guys personally, so for me, I'm kind of just surprised because you guys enjoy, and I'm saying you guys, you and your wife, enjoy life more than most professional first responders I know.
Yes.
You guys choose to take time, you do your thing. It's brilliant because on the flip end, most first responders work themselves to the ground.
Yes, and we found this out. I mean, Jessica has been in the business over 20 years as a trauma nurse, flight nurse.
Right.
Array of things that she's done, and myself, we have long careers, and we have to find time, like you mentioned, time to find ourselves and have fun.
Right.
Per se, because truth be told, we see people in their worst moments.
Yeah.
And the stuff that we've seen in our lifetimes, people in a regular 9-to-5 job, the way I put it when I'm teaching classes, don't see it.
Right.
I mean, so you have to give.
Because you do take it home.
Yeah,
You do take it
take it home, and you need to learn how to turn that switch off.
So then now the follow-up to that. All the life, all the fun, you retired. Juan, you retired collecting checks, happy. I saw you traveling.
Yes.
Next thing I know, I'm getting a press release about you're getting this gig out here in Marion County. Now, I think absolutely amazing. Great job. I could not commend Marion County enough to bring someone like you on. But
Thank you.
why? How? What? Like, did you get a call? Did someone say, "Hey, I think you'd fit perfect for this"? Talk to me about that.
It was.
'Cause this is a big place.
Yes, it is a big place. As you know, we were doing contract work in Colorado. Me and the wife.
Yep.
Doing stuff.
Because you're an interim.
I was the interim emergency medical services director for them, emergency manager. I wore a lot of hats, and Jessica was the interim chief nursing officer for
Wow.
them. We were both working together, which was awesome.
handling business out
We
there.
were handling business in a rural community, and when I talk rural, Steve,
It's not Marion County rural.
No. Beautiful area, very flat. I mean, the trees that we're seeing here, you didn't see that over there.
Just nothing.
Basically, the plains.
Okay.
Because when you mention Colorado, people think first, mountains and everything.
Denver or something like that.
Yes.
No.
This is flat, the plains.
Piece of paper.
Yes.
Got it, okay.
Small community, 3,000 population, if that.
Okay. Got it.
So we did. It was awesome. Let's just put it this way. things happen in weird ways, like you mentioned.
Of course.
I'm a true believer that.
Heck, I never thought I'd be doing this. Right?
Yes. The big man upstairs works in mysterious ways.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, and I'm a true believer on that. And all of a sudden, this thing falls on my lap.
This thing being
Marion County.
okay.
Falls on my lap, and I talked to Jessica about it, and she goes, "Hey, at least they could, put in, see what happens."
The worst thing they could do is say no.
Absolutely. And
yet you're still happy with or without it.
yes.
Okay.
And fast forward here, next thing you know, boom, bada bing, bada boom, we're here. And
How was the process? Was it fun?
it was fun. It was fun.
That's pretty cool to enjoy a hiring process.
Yes, it was fun, and getting the phone call from Chief Banta offering me the job was.
Did you know Chief beforehand or no?
No, I've heard of him.
Okay.
But not on a personal level like I do now with him itself. Great person to work for, and we're going to do a lot of great things here.
See, you're segueing into my next one. So I know you're an innovator. You're a trainer.
Mhm.
You've got. So for those of you guys who are watching, not only he's got certifications across the board, and we call them red shirts. You teach.
Yes.
What do you see? You coming here, obviously it's a fully functioning department.
Yes.
They've got great men and women. What do you see your contribution coming here over the next couple of years?
The way I see it here, and I tell everybody, this is the best kept secret in Florida.
Marion County is?
Marion County, Florida. I mean, and this is what brought me out of retirement. Okay.
Interesting that you say it like that, because it's got to be exciting.
It was exciting. I mean, let's start off. We have on the operations side, they have a lot of specialty teams. They have a TAC medic program to start off. They have their
Which you have experience in, right?
They have the USART team, the hazmat team, the technical rescue team. They work in conjunction with the sheriff's office, not only with the TAC team, but on the helicopter hoisting folks. The ATV out in the forest area, because as you know, Marion County is around the Ocala.
You don't think about that when you come from like the Metro Orlando area,
right? And the newest and one of the other innovative things that we're doing here is the community paramedic program.
Explain that.
The community paramedic program is a program that I will say relatively new to the state. Across the country, we're seeing this, because what we're trying to do with the community paramedic program is avoid the people that are being discharged from the hospitals actively returning for admin.
Okay, so repeat calls
kind of thing. So we have a lot of programs within the community paramedicine program. We have the opiates program, the overdoses that we try to assist in the community what the needs are, and go from there. We're looking to expand the program here in Marion County, because right now we have 2 full-time community paramedicine medics working.
So do they just go around and they constantly are checking on the residents who have a high call volume?
High call volume, and also we work with Advent Health here in Marion County, because any of their patients, we take a look at them to make sure that they're doing well with their prescriptions and things of that nature for them.
This is almost proactive.
Yes, being very, very proactive.
But outside of what a normal policy manual would say for a department, you guys are not first responders. You guys are first follow-uppers, almost, in a sense. Not the proper word, don't hit me on it, but you know what I mean. Like, you guys are taking an extra step so you don't have to keep responding.
Correct. And now what we're looking for down the road, which we're looking into it, is to bring a mid-level provider to the program, that being a nurse practitioner or a physician assistant kind of thing, to assist.
Bring it in super qualified
people, because that way we can also take care of any wellness checks for them if they cannot get to
by people who are certified.
Right. And also fill certain medications, not narcotics, certain medications.
Right.
If they need medications before going to seeing their primary. So it's something relatively new in the state, having a mid-level. There's only one other agency in the state that I know of right now that has a mid-level. I think that's Manatee County.
Okay.
And we will probably be the next agency in the state of Florida with a mid-level.
So when you say these are volunteers, they have their own professional stuff on the outside?
Yeah.
And they're just contributing their time?
They actually work for us. They actually
okay. So are they receiving compensation as volunteers?
Well, they're not volunteers. They're part of our organization.
Okay. I understood it as volunteers.
They actually fall. That area falls under my area of management, the community paramedicine program.
That's awesome. So, have you relocated up here to Marion? Are you still living down there in Orange?
We still have our residence in Oviedo area. We still in Seminole.
Okay.
And we have our apartment up here as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
wow.
Jessica is actively looking right now. If you're looking, hey.
Yeah, right. So what is she looking for to kind of jump on with you along the lines out here, or you got same world?
Well, she still works for Advent Health.
Okay.
Plugging Advent Health there.
Hey, I plug Advent Health all the time because
she works for life. Them. She's an assistant nurse manager with their EMS program.
Wow. Yeah. You guys, the Atons are ranking officials all over the town here. Sir, I appreciate you joining me. It's just crazy. It's fun because you get to you have fun every time, and I've said fun a million times during this, but if you were in my shoes and you got to run into this guy all the time, I've never seen you pissed off. I've never seen you overly frustrated about much. And you're one of the few auxiliary guys that are like, one crash at a time, man. One crash at a time. You can't get frustrated.
No.
And I wasn't surprised, and I've never met the fire chief here, but I was not surprised when all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, Juan's the new deputy chief up in Marion County. And I'm like, what? Of course he is.
And you mentioned fun, and that's some of the questions that they asked me about that. Why did you come out of retirement?
Right.
And
well, for a lot of us, it's like, you're crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the first. And I go, look, guys, if the big man upstairs put me this in front of me, there's a reason.
Correct.
Okay, and I'm going to follow through with that reason. That's the number one choice why I'm here. Secondly is, you mentioned it, having fun. If I'm having fun, I'm going to continue doing the job. And that's what it is. I find it very helpful. I enjoy what I'm doing. It is learning something new every day, because it's very important to learn something new. You can't stay, like, oh, shoot, this is, learn something new every day, ask questions that need to be asked, and just move forward. And
do you even see that at your level? Like a lot of people think as a deputy chief you know it all, but yet you're like, no, stop. I want to know something from you. Teach me something.
Yeah, and I do that constantly. Even on this side of the fence, the law enforcement side of the fence, or even my civilian side of the fence, when I go teach and everything else, I always learn something. Every time I go somewhere, I try to learn something new for that day.
Awesome. So if you is Marion County Fire hiring?
Yes, we're currently hiring. That's the other cool thing that we have. We have the single cert side,
okay,
for EMS side, and we have the dual cert side, the fire paramedic side. So we're hiring paramedics for the single certs for the EMS side, plus we're hiring firefighter EMTs and firefighter paramedics right now.
Awesome. So head over to Marion County's website, get all the information there. Deputy Chief Juanaton, thank you.
Pleasure, my
It's
friend.
weird calling him that. Like the official stuff I got to stick to with you guys. So appreciate you all joining us. Of course, this stream will continue and sit up over at clickorlando.com for life. Make sure you check out it in full. The, of course, little web spot doesn't have the full details. You got to watch it for the full details.
I got something.
I get to add something to my collection here. Yes! See? News 6. This is why Trooper Steve needs a coin, so I can then give it back. Hint, nudge. Let's make it happen. Appreciate you guys for joining. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate Marion County for, listen, he's the deputy chief, so we got to get approval. He can't just say yes. So I appreciate you guys for allowing him to jump in the car with us today. Have a great day. Be safe. Take it easy. And as always, please wear your seatbelt. Bye.